You know that saying that goes, you can't choose your family, but you can choose your friends. We do not choose our family, but friendships, you have the choice to pick. Now, I want to be around people that will help me grow. Friendship is a beautiful thing, and sometimes it's a disaster. There are friends that only want you for their benefits. There's friends where they know they can count on you. I'm the kind of friend you can count on me. I'm not perfect. I have my ways, I have things just like anybody else. But one thing for sure, I am a backbone. What used to drain me is that I would put people on a pedestal. And before I got closer to God, I would just have all kinds of friendships until I truly gave my life to Him. And He has revealed me a lot of things of those that aren't in my life, and also those who are currently in my life. And friendships are supposed to be, for me, I feel like I am the kind of friend that I want things long term. I want friendship that grow. But at the same time, there's friendships that are unequally yoked. And that's what I'm realizing in this season. I no longer wanted to put people before me and my friends before me. I've grown up to be in survival mode. I've grown up to just always put people's needs, because it starts with how you're raised. And I would always put, as a young kid, I would always put people's needs before mine. So going into adulthood, I'm just figuring out life, and I'm hanging around with people that I still love to this day, because there's no love lost. But I would just be around people, and just, when there's friends that, like, you are around them because you guys are going through the same things, but you guys are partying together, and that's what brings you close, or you guys are gossiping together, and that's what brings you close, or you guys have the same interest, that's what brings you close. But where I am in my life is that I don't want to be around people that are not going to add um, more to my life. And the thing that I realized is I would add so much, and I would just do things that I didn't truly wanted to do, but I would do it to please people. Some people just won't change, or you're changing and you're moving forward and you're tapping into things that is that can change your life, and you see that they're not in the same boat as you anymore, and that's okay. That not everybody is meant to stay. Even the ones you think should stay, they're not meant to stay. I think it's hard to let go of friends because we hold on to the history, we hold on to the moments, and those moments were needed. Um, but if the person is not changing, and you see that you are growing and you are changing, and and that's not what you want anymore, you can't keep progressing if you're in the same environment. Your friendships can be cages. You shouldn't want to be around people that you cannot fully be yourself, or you hide this part of you with certain friends, and this part, oh no, you get the everything. I want to be myself. There's friends that will drain you, and friends that will bring you closer to God. I don't care anymore, in the sense of, I care for those people, but I don't care about anything that is drawing me back to what I used to do, back to what I used to like doing. And I'm just not locked in with God, and that's me. And I don't think nobody should take that personal. And if you do, I don't know what to tell you, because this is what I'm choosing. You should be able to trust your friends. I have values and I have principles, and I expect that for other people. And I think before, when I would people please, I would still feel those ways where it's like you crossed me or you did something, but I would still love you and want you to be in my life because we've shared so many things. We've cried, we've done this and went to parties. We drank, we were 3 a.m. partying, 5 a.m. chilling, doing this. And it's like, okay, that's fine. But a person doesn't change overnight. People will show you who they are. Your friends will show you who they are. And it's for you to discern and be like, okay, I don't want to deal with this. But if you just, that's just how it is, whatever, she's just like this, he's just like this, um, you're never going to be happy. And that feeling of knowing that you shouldn't be around those people will always come back because they're showing you who they are. And yes, you can forgive people. Like, people will do you wrong, you can forgive, but if there's no action changed and the person just wants to move on and just let's just move on, that's not how it works. And you have to ask yourself, why do I keep letting these people hurt me? But I'm letting them. They're showing you, but you're letting them. A person is supposed to add, not take. Most friendships, that's what it is. Because at the end of the day, people know what they're doing. Your friends, they know what they do. They know how you are. They know how you operate. They know if they see they can use you, they will use you. But because you're friends with them, it always goes under the rug because you love your friends, right? And if you do not hold them accountable, if you do not tell them straight up, they will continue. And it's just going to be even harder to get out of that and just, you know, cut ties. They know what they be doing. Even if you don't know, even if you guys don't speak about it or you don't bring it up, they know. And if you know, but nobody is saying anything, then things will just continue to be like that. It's not a wrong thing to be selective. That a person that is friends with everybody, because you're dealing with all kinds of people. But I don't believe in having a bunch of friends unless if those friends got the same principle as you, which is really hard. People just be dealing with all kinds of stuff, and people will show you their hearts, and it's always going to, God is always going to reveal. Even if you've missed the red flags, he's always going to reveal how this person has always felt about you. And maybe in the beginning they didn't feel like that, but now they do. But envy is something I don't see a lot of that people talk about in friendships. And I've seen it. And I've always had friends where I would put them on game. I would put them into things. You tell me something, oh, bet, let's go. I'm a motivator. I like to motivate those around me because I do that with myself. And I would always I would always speak life into people around me, my friendships and stuff, just so that they could do me wrong and then take what I've given them, my energy every time, everything. When they needed me to talk, I was there to speak life into them, all this stuff too. Always come to me only for that. And I would also not learn how to speak and be like, oh, this is how I'm feeling, because they never gave me that space. And they would just run off, and now you need me when you need me. And I would always speak life into my friends. And I would always, if you needed me there, if I know somebody that can help you with what you're doing, I got you. I have connections. I am that kind of friend. I always get mines. I know how to hustle. And when I say hustle in the way, like the things that I'm passionate about, I know how to get mines. But I realized I need people to help me too. I need connections too. I need people that the same way that it should be vice versa. I need real people around me. The friend that I've always needed. Jesus is the friend that I've always needed. And to this day, I can forever count on. And he's always been my friend. He's always been my best friend. He's always been my best friend. And I've never been, the way that I was good to these friends, I wasn't good to him like that. But he was there from the beginning. So if I got to cut ties with certain people, don't matter who you are, I'm going to do it. Best believe I'm going to do it. I want a better future for me. I want a better future for my surroundings. And I'm going to pick and be selective. Pick them wisely. See you guys in the next video.